Well, hello to every one of you. I am so excited, or should I say, I am jazzed to be able to speak with each of you on today. I came here all the way virtually to Los Angeles to get you jazzed about success. Also, you can be able to be seen, be heard, and guess what? Do it with confidence just as well. So, welcome to Creating Your Standout Brand with Confidence. I am so excited that each and every single one of you are joining me. I'm so excited for you, Tani and Heidi and Isabel. Wonderful to be able to speak with you. See, this is so interesting right now because we are living in such a time where individuals are being left with two types of choices when it comes to their branding. Either make excuses or create opportunities. So I want to know in the chat room right now, how many of you all are world changers who are ready to make impact moves? If you're ready to make impact moves, type in impact in the chat room. I want to know if you're out here ready to make impact moves, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your life, where have you? Go ahead and type in impact moves. I want to hear it. What about for those of you who want to make legacy moves? If you want to make those legacy moves, go ahead and type in legacy moves. Maybe you want to make impact and legacy moves. I don't know. Go ahead and type that in just as well. And then for those of you who want to make freedom moves, you want to live life free in life and in business just as well, type that in the comments. I want to see you just as well, what you're doing. I see you, Tani. She's like impact and legacy. I love it. So you all are definitely making impact moves. But one of the things that this is letting me know is that each and every single one of you all are world changers. And that means I am speaking to the right group up in here on today. So I am so excited to speak with you all. And for those of you who do not know who I am, I'm Jasmine Romaine, the transformation strategist, and I teach life changers as well as entrepreneurs how to be able to create their standout brand with confidence by speaking their message, by sharing their message, where they're sharing their story, their testimony, their expertise, so they can make a greater impact and be that world changer I know each and every single one of them are called to be. Now, I've actually been working in the broadcasting industry for over 10 years. I started off in radio, so you can probably hear a little voice every now and then. Trust and believe I was rocking the mic from the east to the west, but I was doing more than that. I was really living a passion of mine for so long, and it was so great because I had the opportunity to work in urban formats and NPR formats, and I would even help in gospel. I taught and was working in gospel just as well. From the United States to Ethiopia, you could catch me having a ball doing my journey of being an announcer. And I enjoyed every single moment of it. It was a beautiful journey and I enjoyed it. But one of the things that I enjoyed most, I was getting to do what I love. How many of you all want to do something that you love, want to be able to use your voice and do something that you truly, truly love to do? Like you don't even think about it. Like you can switch and do it any second because you're so passionate about it. But that was my opportunity. But let me just tell you, can we just have a truthful moment right here? In 2008, it was a major disruption. Kind of similar to today's time. That's kind of why we're out here right now online, but not so similar because it wasn't a pandemic, but it was a recession in America. I live in Florida, and in America, we had a deep recession going on. And because of that, the only skill that I was so passionate about, radio, voice, it literally was taken away because there were hardly any opportunities left. Remember when I told you you can either make excuses or create opportunities? Can I just have a truth moment right here with my ladies and my evolved men who are listening in? I was one who was making excuses. I made excuses because I felt I could not do anything else. I made excuses because I was like, how is my brand going to stand out even more so, even as an announcer? How am I going to be able to move from one level to the next? I was stuck in my own stuff. And it wasn't a good feeling. It wasn't great because I wasn't living in all that God had created me to be. See, I'm a believer. So I truly believe that when he tells me I can do all things, that I can. But during that season, I wasn't even jazzed about success. I remember the phone would be ringing from friends. They'd be asking me, Jasmine, what are you doing? And I wouldn't pick up. I was depressed. I didn't want to acknowledge anything. But now when I look back over my life, I'm like, my goodness, that was some excuses I was making up. And I didn't want to be like that. How many of you all are looking for opportunities to create? You want opportunities. You want to do more of things to be able to elevate you. If that's you, go ahead and say me. I want to see you in the comments. Go ahead and say me. But one of the biggest things that I learned was when I was going through these different types of situations that I literally didn't know what to do next. I now had to be able to create a brand. And what I had to do was a journey that I literally did not even know. And that was creating my standout brand with confidence. Because thoughts were literally coming in my mind of, at that time, thoughts of perfection, thoughts of judgment, thoughts of, can I even be able to move? Am I good enough? Am I not even knowing the certainty of what's going on? It's so similar to today's time, but I'm so jazzed that I got a different mindset. And I'm so able to be able to help other people. Because what happens is it makes it where you don't even know that you are becoming in a cycle of brokenness. And I was in that cycle of brokenness because I didn't know what to do next. I didn't know where to go next. I didn't even know how to feel next. That was me. But there is a day. Somebody type in the comments, there is a day. Type that in the comments. There is a day. There's a day where you truly can be jazzed about success. And that moment happened for me. And I don't know if you're listening to me, but if this is you too, it can happen for you too. I remember where I was literally going from survival mode and I was working out of field for a little bit. I had to get a job. So I had to work anything. I worked a 9 to 5. And let me tell you, I was not happy in that 9 to 5. Oh my goodness, I worked that 9 to 5, making good money too. But every single day that I left that job, I was not satisfied. So you know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I left my job. I quit my job. And I literally decided to take prayer because that is number one, my first communication and knowing every single thing that I should do. And I decided that I was going to reclaim my dream, that I was going to get so confident that I was going to reclaim my dream and literally pack 2 suitcases and the carry-on, 2 suitcases and a carry-on that would literally allow me to be able to move to New York City. I had only $1,000 to my name. Let me tell you, when they say that you can multiply your money and resources, you can. And I was able to do that through creating a standout brand. Because let me tell you, when a woman's fed up, she makes moves. How many of you are fed up with what's going on in the world, whether it's the social injustice or maybe even with the pandemic of not knowing the certainty or finances that are just going over bond? Like you're fed up, or maybe you're fed up because you're like, I'm not moving like I want to. And I know that God has a wonderful plan for me. Maybe that's you. I don't know. Type it if you want to be honest. This is an honest chat. It's all about creating your standout brand. And one thing I know about creating standout brands is all about being honest. Well, that's what happened to me. So what happened was I ended up getting fed up. I moved to New York City and I was literally moving so much that I moved into purpose. I didn't even know it at that time. I didn't know I was moving into purpose. I didn't know I was creating a standout brand. I didn't know I was using my voice, how I was using it, but I was speaking. And I ended up teaching individuals just like yourselves, world changers, just like yourselves, how to create their standout brand. But I didn't even know it. Here I am moving from zero contacts in New York City to literally now having multitude of networks and sharing my story of how I took 2 suitcases and that carry-on that I showed you and literally was able to make it and network. And I was still in hustle mode because that was New York City. So I still had the Empire State of Mind going on. And I was working a job that was paying me, it wasn't even a job, it was an internship that was paying me $7.25. And I had rent for $825 for my room, not even an apartment. But I literally learned how to create a standout brand through communicating. Somebody type in communication in the comments. Type that in. When you're able to communicate, yeah, there's a day, Christine, there's a day, Tani. When you're able to communicate your standout brand, you are able to have so many greater possibilities. And those possibilities enable you to be able to move better, to have more impact, to move into a business that can literally change lives. And that's what happened to me. I was able to, and I didn't even know I was an entrepreneur. Can I let you all know that entrepreneurship was not in my family? I came from a single parent home. My mother was so sweet, so supportive, but entrepreneurship was not in our immediate circle. And because of that, I didn't even know I was gearing myself up for this. I didn't have that type of support, but I had support. My mother prayed for me. My mother was there, but she told me this. And I don't know if your mom or your family member or a loved one told you this, to go make sure you did good in school so you can get a good job. Did they tell you that too? Because my mama told me that. And of course, I would take heed to everything that she said because she was telling me truth. So I did. I got good grades. I went, got a good job, went to school and all that stuff, but I wasn't happy. I truly believe that there's greater opportunities when we're able to understand how we can create standout brands. And this is exactly how I was able to evolve, not even knowing I was turning into an entrepreneur. But I remember the first time that I was in New York City, I created my first workshop. And that first workshop sold out. Somebody type in sold out because I'm still sold out on how that opportunity happened. I was speaking my message. I articulated a big blueprint that allowed so many individuals to understand exactly what I did so well. They were able to resonate. They were able to understand my messaging. And because of that, they were buying left and right. They were buying on websites. They were buying in the streets. I said, my goodness, Empire Life is just for me. But what I did not realize was that I was building a standout brand. And because of that, I literally was able to build my business even greater. And I literally understood how to even teach prosperity keys. I wish I could tell you all that all of this happened from me just walking into this, and it didn't. I literally had to get training. I trained myself, but I had to get coaches who would also train me just as well. I had to get people who could pour into me and teach me how to do the business. So I wouldn't just be having just one way of being able to make business, but I could be able to make business in such a way that it wouldn't just be a business, it would be an impact. How many of you all want to make impact in your business? And you're not even, maybe if you have a business, maybe impact in your life. And you want to share your story. I believe when I stopped from making excuses, I was able to make greater opportunity. And those greater opportunities allow me to be able to understand how to be able to position myself, how to be able to speak my message, how not to feel in fear, but really to be confident in all God has called me to be. And do and have a mission where I would literally get jazzed about success. When I created that mission, it was to be able to not only help me inspire me, but it was also to help inspire others. And maybe that others is you. Maybe that other is you to help you. So when you're creating your standout brand, you'll deal with confidence. You'll speak your message with clarity. We need world changers out here, world changers who are passionate about what it is that they're doing, world changers who know how to be able to speak their message and articulate it. And I know for myself, I was in radio all my life. So voice was very important to me. Voice was something I knew a message could come clearly with. But when I was finally able to get in front of individuals like you, can I be honest and let you know, sometimes I backed out because I was scared. My heart would race so fast. I I didn't know what to do. I was like, my goodness, why am I feeling this way? My hands are trembling. Oh my gosh, does my message even matter? Are they going to be evaluating my message? Are they going to be looking at me? Or are they going to be looking at the things that I'm saying? I don't know, but I want to get to victory. Help me. But through my prosperity keys, I literally learned from what I went through and what was allowing me to work and what was allowing me to win to literally help individuals like you and those who are life changers, who want freedom, legacy moves, and mission moves, that they can really be able to articulate their standout brands. They can go from loss to purpose. They can go from the USA, if they live here, to international, where they can be internationally known and still rock the microphone. But using their voice, using their message, using every single skill and expertise they had. I wish I could tell you this journey was easy for me. I wish I could, but I had to learn. I had to learn. I had to get out there where I was being exposed to new things. I had to learn how to communicate. I had to learn how to be able to do all of this so I could truly be that world changer I was called to be, and really, really understand the importance of speaking my message so others out there could speak their message. They could be free of voice. How many of you want to be free in your voice? If you do, type in freedom, because I feel that 2020 right now is that time for us to get out there and make freedom world-changing moves. So now I get to teach my clients. I'm so blessed. I get to teach those individuals who I'm called to serve how to be able to create their standout brand with confidence, where they're able to understand my 5 keys in prosperity speaking. They can speak on live streams and know they can do it with ease. They can speak with intention, grow their business. And I'm just so blessed because I remember one time I had a conversation. I don't cry much, but sometimes you just got to release, right? And I remember one time working with one of my clients, Ariana, and it was so beautiful because Ariana had this beautiful spirit, beautiful soul. But for some reason, going live or even speaking in front of an audience, and not just virtually, but just anyone, it would make her feel nervous. I remember I had that nervousness too. She wasn't really confident, but she knew she was so valuable in doing her work. But she didn't know how to articulate her standout brand, how to use that voice. And let me just tell you, after working with me and having those 5 prosperity keys, let me just tell you, doors just opened up. And to be able to see her growth in my speakers program, to be able to see her impact, her confidence rise up, my goodness, she was attracting more than just people. She was attracting light in her marriage, light everywhere she went, because business is more than just business. It's a life-changing experience. It's a faith experience. It's an experience for you really to get jazzed about success. So you too can get out there where you're making world-changing moves, where you are getting out there and seeing a transformation. She was able to grow her impact, grow her confidence, and even make money. My goodness, prosperity, can I tell you? But see, every time I work with her and other people, I'm saying, you got the movement of being jazzed about success. You now can be able to experience it, but it's a flow. It's an anointing of genius that literally can happen for you too, to walk in it and be graced in it. And I always tell her she got jazzed about success. But see, world changers like her and world changers like you are allowing so many individuals to experience the joy that you have through your voice and your message. But are you articulating your message? Are you speaking to those points? Are you sharing who you are? And I remember for me, it was hard too. I was entertaining so long that I forgot how to be able to speak and create my standout brand. I forgot how to be authentic, where I could make more impact, make legacy moves, and make freedom. You all said that's who you want it to be just as well. And see, we have people like that today who want to just move further. And I want to move further too, and really, really be able to help each and every single one of you. So I have amazing resources that I want to be able to share with you all. And I'm going to share my screen so you all can see how I can be able to get you jazzed even more so. One thing I love about being able to speak with world changers is the beautiful fact that we can connect. How many of you all love connecting with individuals? Well, I love connecting with individuals just like yourselves, and I literally look forward to connecting with you more. So, I'm inviting you to stop by my booth and connect with me. I have resources available where you can experience exactly what Ariana experienced and be able to have it as you create your standout brand. And feel free to follow me on my Facebook and on my Instagram. It's truly a movement when I tell you that we get jazzed about success. We truly do get that. But stop by my booth. I have wonderful resources and I love to connect with you just as well. Maybe you want to share something with me that gets you jazzed or what got you jazzed about this conversation that we had here on today. Because I truly believe that you can be able to get out there, create your standout brand, be that world changer I know you're truly called to be to serve more. So go ahead, take a screenshot of the phone, of the screen, and connect with me. Stop by my booth. It's Jasmine Romaine's booth. I love to be able to talk to you. I'll be jumping right on after this is over to be able to speak with you. Or if you want to set up a time, let's talk. Let's talk it out. But I want to help you. And I feel that so many individuals in this time and this season are wanting to move towards more. They're wanting to experience more, but they just don't know how. And maybe you know how. Maybe you want to get out there and really be able to experience all that you have been called to experience. So tell me, what is it that you desire to do? What are some of the things that you desire to have when it comes to being able to speak your brand and creating your standout brand? Go ahead and share with me in the comments. I'm reading them. And if you can't see the video, definitely make sure that you refresh. Thanks, Tani, for letting them know to refresh. But refresh your screen. Let me know, what is one thing that you want to see right now for freedom? Because that's exactly where you want to be. I remember when I had the excuses, I didn't even have like goals of what I wanted to do, what I wanted to experience. But I knew one thing. I wanted to make a greater impact. I wanted to do more. I wanted to believe for more. I wanted to go more after more and literally be able to be all that I was called to be. And when it allowed me to be able to do that, when it allowed me to be able to think for more, to be for more, I was able to get out there and finally make these world-changing moves. What's your world-changing move you want to make? What do you want to do? Will you make excuses or will you create opportunity? Even right now, during this unfortunate time of this pandemic, we are learning more now than ever that being able to create opportunities is important, but being able to create a standout brand with confidence, that's even more important. Because so many individuals are not creating. They're not creating not only a standout brand, they're not creating with confidence or authenticity. And how can you be able to speak your story and your message and share what it is that you can be able to do to help change for legislative change? I want to help you. And if you feel you want to be able to speak your message where you have clarity, you have confidence, and you also have a strategy to be able to impact those you're called to serve and grow your business, let's talk. Meet me up in my booth because I want to talk to you. So let me go give some shout outs. I see some people are unable to join, but y'all join in as you can. Join in as you can. Vanny's like, freedom. I love it. Y'all want the freedom. And I really feel it through these internet airwaves that you want the freedom just as well. And I'll share with you all how to be able to do that. So I leave each and every single one of you with this awesome message. Don't stop. Continue to move. Get a resource that's going to help you. And as you're glowing, let it be a growth where you're able to take care and open up all those doors. It's your faith that's going to move you and it's going to allow you to win. But trust in God, He'll never let you fail. He's always going to allow you to move. But when you're able to create a standout brand, now that's a winning woman and a winning evolved man who's ready to speak and be able to not make excuses, but create opportunities to be able to win even more. Am I talking to a winning world changer group? If I am, type in yes, because I definitely believe that each and every single one of you are world changers, that you can create your standout brand with confidence, have the tools, have the resources. Don't be like the old me. I'm on a mission to help world changers, life changers, just like yourself, to be able to create their standout brand. So I look forward to seeing you and being able to help you even more so as you're on this journey with me, but then also as you continue to get out there even more so and be the world changer I know you're called to be. So follow me. Like I said, I love to be able to connect with you at my booth. I'll jump right in right after this talk. And I look forward to connecting with each and every single one of you. It has been a pleasure. So come on by my booth. Like I said, it's in the exhibitor section, Jasmine Romaine's booth, and I'll be more than happy to speak with you and see what resources I have that can be able to get you jazzed about success. I'll talk to each and every single one of you soon, and I'm so excited about your future. Let's keep being world changers, all right? Because I know for sure that's who you are.